I think that we all agree on the exposure part. Yeah, exposure is key. We have no discrepancies, but not all the exposure needs to be paid. So we can increase exposure and yet optimize student resources. Not all the exposure has to be paid, and I'll give you some examples. For instance, there is a difference between practice and exercise. Mari Carmen mentioned that, yeah, as well. Practice is when you are practicing with your teacher is pushing you to use the new vocabulary and structures that you've just acquired. This is practice. For this, yeah, it's worth paying. To do an exercise and you waiting for the student to finish and then check, like a gap fill, multiple choice, or whatever type of exercise, yeah, if we include it in the class, this is a waste of time, because this activity, this exercise, this can be done automatically, and we pay no one to check that. The machine does it. There is also a difference between, again, practicing something meaningful that we have identified the student needs, and small talk. Small talk, you're within your comfort zone. You're not learning anything new. Something meaningful would be a practice where from not knowing something, you are getting to practice it until you're more or less there. A small practice, then we will repeat if needed next time or in following classes. So I agree. When we eliminate all the unnecessary elements, you have something that is really concise and straight to the point. And when you have been receiving all this information in real time and you can act upon it, that's how you can speed the process. So we say that with 2 30-minute classes and a lot of exposure, of course, always a lot of exposure outside these 30-minute classes, you get from 0 to C1 in 3 years. Mari Carmen even said 2, and I believe it's possible if we increase the exposure, of course. But when you guys answer the question to your to your prospects of how long will it take me, please, guys, don't say it depends on you. No, let's create a framework where the student will realize that actually you know how to get them from point 0, yeah, to C1. You know exactly what will happen in each stage. You are the one that will trace the route. No more it depends. It depended in the past with these exams that I showed you. Now it is in our hands to change it. We have the data, we have the metrics, and that's how now we can answer it takes as long time to learn a language.